Kidney disease begins with the acceptance and the understanding of the choices that soon follow. For many patients, education and training is the path that leads to confidence, which empowers them to regain control of their life and the management of their day-to-day health.
For a while there, I probably wasn't really acknowledging how ill I was. I thought that I was going to be able to get back to work in 3 months' time and everything would be fine. So it took a while for me to accept that I was as ill as I was, and I still was trying to do a lot of things as if I was, normal type of thing. So for me, the hardest part is for me to accept that I have a disease.
Going on dialysis was going to be like almost going on jail for me. My wife and I love to travel, we love to do things like that. We lead a very active lifestyle.
When I found out that some of my activities will be restricted if I am confined to the home dialysis, it was indeed very emotional turbulence in my mind, not only onto me, but to my wife also.
And so I asked him to do whatever he could to try and prolong me from going on dialysis. But then it just came to the point where my kidney function was so low that I had to go on dialysis, and so we did, and that was about a year ago now.
At the beginning, I was very, very afraid of dialysis.
They have all those unknowns and worries, and they don't know how to deal with the future situation or dialysis. So as a social worker, we introduce with the peer support so that people who are already in dialysis can talk to them and can explain how it works and if there is any challenges, how they have solved.
We very much feel the more they know before they start their modality, the better the outcome is and the better they're able to deal with this big transition in their life.
In the ideal world, all our patients came to us in their early stages with the education that can be provided at a pre-dialysis clinic. Most patients would be more not only emotionally prepared, but would probably be more mentally prepared to start dialysis when and if the time comes.
At the beginning, they feel like, they're concerned that this, they're not going to be able to learn and do this. But, we individualize the training so that the patient can take their time. They will not go home until they're comfortable doing the procedure.
Training they give you is phenomenal. They take a lot of time to go through the training so that you've got the training down pat. They come and help you at your home the first time you set up. The routine is relatively easy to manage.
The only difficulties that I actually did find was being confident in myself. This is the first time actually doing the treatment on my own.
And the training I got was really good training. It was exactly what I needed, which is step by step, turn this button on, twist this knob, do that, which is exactly what I needed.
The nurse that was working with me, she was very patient, because you are a little bit nervous. You feel like this is a big machine. And
once they get used to the machine, then it is easy. And the second part is, if it is a needling, it's very difficult to for them to accept and put the needle. They are scared. But once they start putting 1 or 2 days, they get the confidence.
Everything went up, my confidence, my knowledge, everything went up.
In the end, she didn't really hold my hand, but she guided me through and she gave me the support that I needed. And in the end, I didn't take long to catch on, and it was actually really great.
So the confidence and the knowledge is the key factor for home dialysis.
When I came, I didn't have the level of energy. I could not walk, I could not eat, and I could not sleep. And now, after my home dialysis, my appetite has gone up, my weight is improving, I have the same level of energy, I can go to the gym.
Once they've started a home modality, they feel like they have their life back. Their energy is back, they look better, they stop by and see us on their way to various clinic visits, and it's a good feeling when you see them.
They usually say to us, we felt like we were zombies, or we had our head in the cloud and we felt like constantly had the flu, but now we feel normal again. And that's usually a good sign that treatment is going well for them.
You'll be able to do the routine stuff. You'll be able to still do all of the things, at least for me anyway, that I did beforehand. And I like to think of myself as a pretty busy person.
If you like an active lifestyle, if you like to get out and do things, if you work and you want to plan your days around yourself and what you want to do, home dialysis is extremely supportive of that.
When they first give you that big book, you think the end of the world is coming, but you get through it. It's not as bad as, once you start recognizing parts of this machine, you're away and running.
You're taking hold of your health and it's in your hands. So I think that's probably the best thing about it.
Don't be afraid. Learn everything you have to learn, and you feel better. Your life will improve.